Hey guys, so we're looking at this last type of ratio in our ratio topic. So it's called a unit rate, and this is the actual type of ratio we see the most of, and I bet you don't even realize it's a ratio, even though we've heard lots of these. So this is a specific type of ratio, and it still compares two numbers, but they have different units of measurements, and let me explain what that means. Okay, so these are the types of ratios that we say we go when a car goes 100 kilometers an hour. That's a ratio because it's going 100 kilometers in 1 hour. Or when we pay 30 cents for one apple. So one apple for 30 cents. Okay, or a book takes 5 hours to read, one book, 5 hours. Okay, so this is a unit rate. One of the terms of the ratio has to be 1. That's why it's called unit, as in 1. Okay, so this rate is per one thing. Now sometimes it's per 1 hour, or sometimes it's per 1 minute, like when you're talking about a heart rate, how many beats the heart goes in 1 minute, or you're talking for one apple, or for $1, how much can you buy? So one of the terms of the ratio has to be 1. So when we're figuring out a unit rate, you have to figure it out so one of the terms is 1. And let me explain that means in this example. So I'm just going to flip over this sheet. Okay, so in my first example, we have Bob, right? My example is always Bob. And he mowed 10 lawns in 5 hours. But we want a unit rate, so we need to make one of those terms 1. So how are we going to make, I want to know how many lawns he mowed in 1 hour. So to get from 5 hours to 1 hour, I divided by 5. So just like an equivalent fraction, an equivalent ratio, what you do to one term, you have to do to the other term. So we're going to divide this by 5 as well. So he mows 2 lawns in 1 hour. So now this is a unit rate, because unit means 1, and now I have 1 hour as one of my terms. Okay, here's another example. This one's already a unit rate because I did it per 1 candy, so I paid $2 for 1 candy. Now how much am I going to pay for 7 candies? Well, in order to get from 1 to 7, I multiplied by 7. So now I have to do the same thing to the other side. 2 times 7 is 14. $14. So I paid $2 for 1 candy. I'm going to pay $14 for 7 candies. So I created an equivalent ratio. Okay? So again, this one over here, that's the unit rate now. Okay? So why is it a unit rate? Because it has 1 as one of the terms. Okay? So unit rates you see all over the place. Okay? You know, maybe you have $1 for 5 sodas. You have, you know, how many beats your heart goes in 1 minute, how fast a car is going to go. Like you see these all over the place, and when you see it per 1 unit, then it's called a unit rate. So that's our last topic in ratios. I'm going to attach the assignment that goes along with this, and hope you understand. Let me know if you have any questions.